What's going on, guys, and welcome back into the channel. So since the third episode of WandaVision dropped last Friday, we got to see some pretty interesting things unfold.
I'm a twin. I had a brother. His name was Pietro.
And how that truth is received during the height of glamour.
He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?
Now moving forward, we know, or at least can glean, the fact that Westview seems to be a real subdivision, enclosed in some sort of energy barrier, and that s.w.o.r.d is closely monitoring the area with great interest in Wanda Maximoff. And even though the series is not quite at the halfway point, there still remain some key telegraph plot threads that we just haven't learned how to follow yet. But this video should help to sort some of this stuff out.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
So we will discuss the possible ways by which she came to Westview, discuss exactly how did it take place, and who could be behind this veil of illusion. So without any further ado,
Yeah, get into it!
So the last location that we physically see Wanda is at Tony Stark's home for his funeral ceremony, which is more than likely near or around New York. It is here that we see her talking with Hawkeye, and while it seems that she has made peace with it, one of the two people who are the topic of the conversation, as fate would have it, is Vision. Now we should point out that up to this point, everyone she's ever loved is gone. But despite all of this, as far as we know, Wanda has dealt with all of her losses as well as anyone could. So it stands to reason that the mystery of why Wanda ends up in a place like Westview and is even trapped in such an engrossing illusion remains one of, if not the single greatest piece missing from this puzzle. So just how does Westview fit into the grand scheme of things? Well, it is a thoroughly documented fact that ever since Age of Ultron, the new Avengers Facility became her home or duty station. And I think we all know what happens to that place in Endgame. However, Westview is located in New Jersey, which is essentially right around the corner, but more importantly, has been heavily used in Marvel canon. Camp Lee is in New Jersey, and where Steve Rogers was trained, and where Peggy Carter was.
Put a pin in that, we'll come back to it.
The Hulk, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and this list is quite extensive. So what if Westview is just one of many S.h.i.e.L.D. or now s.w.o.r.d. facilities in New Jersey, which is now more than likely to be where the quantum realm tech is being kept, due to that short distance, and Wanda was simply stationed there due to the New York Avengers Facility being decimated. But wait, there's more.
Show them what we got.
Now this next piece of the puzzle, as to what is going on in Westview, has already been theorized quite a bit since the show aired, and that is,
who got weapons of mass destruction? Who got weapons of mass destruction?
and it's when we look into Marvel canon that certain events or occurrences rise to the top above all others. One logical milestone that we must allude to is the fact that Wanda is not yet as powerful in the MCU as she is in comic book form. This is a clear indication that something has amped her powers. Yes, she has been known to alter people's perceptions, but not their reality. Unless her powers went nuclear.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
Good. Twice the pride, double the fall.
Or have grown in less than 2 years since Endgame, something else is clearly at play. But the most fascinating clues that hint towards something doing this other than Wanda comes from the fact that both Marvel, Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. and Agent Carter all have had some kind of dealings in New Jersey and Camp Lee, although somehow some records show it to either be Arlington or Wheaton, New Jersey. In any case, as I mentioned earlier, this is the same base where we find Peggy Carter in her Agent Carter TV show, as well as where Tony and Steve go to retrieve the Tesseract in Endgame.
Coincidence? I think not!
And given the fact that Hydra has been shown to already have infiltrated S.h.i.e.L.D. in the past, coupled with the AIM cameo, the one in the beekeeper uniform, the fact that they are all in play, chances are AIM is responsible for what is happening to Wanda. But to what degree? So since we've established that compared to the comics, Wanda is not nearly as OP as she is with her MCU powers. So this often omitted fact can only mean one thing. Someone, some group, or something is amplifying her powers. So I guess that makes her the
strongest Avenger.
Welcome, strongest Avenger.
What?
And if WandaVision was to follow the blueprint laid out by the comic book source material, which I'm pretty certain they are due to these Easter eggs proving so, the cause
for the children
is of course Mephisto.
The devil's in the details, Bev.
That's not the only place he is.
But unlike others who are proclaiming Mephisto, I'll try to offer a few more bits of evidence as to why. Firstly, Marvel, namely Agents of S.w.o.r.d, has had a history of summoning otherworldly beings, and with AIM being an offshoot of Hydra, we would have to think that this tradition is still intact. Plus, mind you, the Ancient One did draw her power from the Dark Dimension. And what do these dimensions have in common? Well, the fact that the upcoming Doctor Strange and Wanda Multiverse of Madness crossover is sent by Kevin Feige himself to tie all of this together. Yet, while Mephisto seems to be on the way, I don't know if he'll necessarily make his debut by the end of WandaVision. But tell me what you think. So post your comments down below and let us know where you think WandaVision is going. Be sure to leave a like and hit that sub button if you appreciate what we're doing. Also, I will be posting a video very soon on who I think Agnes and Dottie really are within the context of the show. Thank you very much for watching, and until then, see you then.